So good morning friends. In the last lecture we had seen the reaction approaching at the equilibrium. Now in this lecture we want to discuss about the unimolecular reaction, particularly the Lindemann mechanism or the unimolecular reaction, right? Why this called as a unimolecular reaction? Because in the Lindemann mechanism we consider reactions in a gaseous phase, right? And these gaseous reactions follow the first order kinetics, okay? Generally they follow the first order kinetics, okay? And in this reaction, particularly unimolecular reaction, we consider reactant molecule are present in a gaseous phase, right? When this reactant molecule present in a gaseous phase, suppose they are present in a container like this, okay? In this container there are many gaseous molecules are present, okay? Suppose they continuously moving in various direction. During the movement, when the molecule collide with each other, there are formation of energetically excited state of the molecule, okay? This is called as the activation step. In the activation step, normal molecule collide with each other to form the activated molecule, right? Now this activated molecule get deactivated by the two ways, okay? There may be two conditions. In first condition, the activated molecule again collide with the normal molecule so that it lose the energy and both molecule convert into the normal molecule. And in second condition or in second way, the activated molecule directly decompose into the product, okay? Suppose you think about these reactions, okay? I am assuming that suppose A molecule, okay, collide with another A molecule. During this collision, this A molecule abstract the energy from the other molecule and goes into the excited state, that is A star. This is also called as the activated state, right? During this activated state, again a normal molecule or this A molecule collide with this activated molecule so that it is both molecule are convert into the normal condition, while second condition is that this A star directly decompose into the product, right? This is called as a Lindemann mechanism, right? Now we want to study the kinetics of this Lindemann mechanism, okay? During the study of a kinetics of Lindemann mechanism, we concentrate on rate of formation of a product, right? And here we want to we want to use one concept that is called as a steady state approximation. Though we are not well known about the steady state approximation yet, because I want to take a separate lecture on the steady state approximation, okay? Just we use the concept steady state approximation here, and in later lecture the steady state approximation will be explained by myself, okay, deeply, right? So let's start the mechanism. Now suppose consider that during the first activated state or first step, the collision of A and A to form A star and A, okay, with the rate constant K1, right? This is called as the activated step. In the deactivated step, suppose, okay, this A star collide with the A with the rate constant K2 and both normal molecules are formed. And in the second way of deactivation, this A star directly convert into the product P with the rate constant K3, right? So we are interested in formation of product, okay? So rate constant for formation of product or rate for formation of product is given by rate is equal to dP upon dt, which is equal to K3 into A star, right? This is the equation number 1. If you concentrate on this equation or on this rate law, if you think about the A star, this A star is nothing but the activated complex, or if you observe this series of these three equation or three reaction, this A star is nothing but the intermediate, right? This A star is nothing but intermediate, okay? Now steady state approximation is a use in this step. Steady state approximation tells us about that the rate of intermediate formed in any reaction, the net rate of intermediate is equal to 0, right? So I can say that the net rate for intermediate or rate of intermediate is equal to 0, okay? Therefore the rate of formation of A star is equal to 0. Now What is this A star? A star is a reaction intermediate which is formed in the first step, second step and third step too. If you observe, in the first step the A star is a formation of A star is done at the first step, while in second and third step A star is a decomposed, that means concentration goes on decreasing. Therefore, if I want to find the net rate of formation of A star, first step formation, second and third step decomposition. Therefore, while writing the net rate of formation of A star, okay, the net rate of formation of activated complex or A star, okay, activated complex can be given as which is equal to 0. We already, it is given by steady state approximation. Therefore, you can write here by applying steady state approximation, by applying, right, SSA, that is steady state approximation, okay, 0 which is equal to, right, formation, therefore K1 into A, okay. Here you can write rate of formation of A star by using the first reaction with the time is equal to K1 into A according to first reaction. According to second reaction, A star is consumed. Therefore, dA star, that is rate of formation or decomposition of A star with the time according to second reaction, which is equal to K2 into A star into A, right. While according to third reaction, the rate of decomposition of A star upon that is dA star upon dt, which is equal to minus K3 into A star, okay. Why positive sign? Because here formation. Why negative sign? Because here decomposition or the concentration goes on decreasing, okay. Therefore, by applying steady state approximation to this whole term, okay, okay, by applying the steady state approximation, the net rate of formation, okay, हे इक्वेशन में इतना लिखो dP upon dt, which is equal to K3 into A star. Why we are using the steady state approximation? Because we want to find the concentration of activated spaces. Therefore, okay, applying steady state approximation, 0 is equal to, what is the rate according to first reaction? A into K1. What is the rate according to second reaction? Minus K2 into A star into A, right. What is the rate according to third reaction? Minus K3 into A star, okay. So, we are interested in A star, therefore, taking common terms, okay, here K1 into A square minus sign is common there, K2, okay, minus become plus K3, right. For this K2, here A star is a common, remaining term is A, concentration of A, minus become plus, K3 remain as it is and whole bracket outside A star. Okay, so we are interested in A star, okay, this term, whole term equal to 0, taking this term at this side, therefore minus become positive, okay, is equal to, now we are interested in A star, therefore concentration of A star, that is intermediate, is equal to K1 upon K2 into A plus K3 into A square. This is the concentration of A star, that is concentration of intermediate, okay, by using the steady state approximation, right. Now use this equation in this first equation, okay. So I write here, write the one sentence there, putting this value in equation 1, okay, I write equation 1 once again. Therefore, you can write this equation as, okay, that is rate of formation of a product which is equal to K3 into A star. This is our equation number 1, okay. What is A star? According to equation number 2, A star is nothing but, okay, K1 upon K2 into A plus K3 into A square. Okay, this is the equation number 1 and this is the rate of formation of product according to Lindemann mechanism. Actually your mechanism is over here, no any problem. Okay, in the examination you can write this mechanism, you will get full marks, right? If you want to change the format of this mechanism, you can. Okay, suppose I want to change the format of this mechanism. I write this equation as rate is equal to K3 into K1 upon K3 plus K1 into A star. Okay, right? Dividing this equation, sorry, here K2, okay, dividing this equation, that means numerator and denominator both divided by K2 only. Okay, therefore rate is equal to K3 into K1 upon K2, okay, into here A square into A square divided by K3 upon K2 plus K2 upon K2 into A, right? Here K2 goes on cancelling. Okay, in the denominator we have one thing which goes on a cancel, right? Therefore rate can be written as rate is equal to K1 into K3 upon K2 divided by K3 upon K2 plus K2 goes on cancel and A and numerator having A square. Okay, you can again change the format of this equation. Okay, assuming K1 into K3 upon K2 is equal to K. Okay, and K3 upon K2 is equal to K dash, right? Therefore again rate can be written as rate is equal to K1, K3, K2. Instead of this we can write only K, okay, into A square divided by K3 upon K2 is equal to K dash plus A. This is also called as Lindemann mechanism for unimolecular gaseous reaction. Right? If suppose anybody has a question in a mind that suppose we are considering this reaction as a unimolecular gaseous phase reaction, how could we think about the concentration? Right? Definitely, if reactions are in gaseous phase, then we can't do or we can't consider concentration. Instead of concentration term, you should have to think about the pressure. Right? Let's assuming that the pressure of a gas, okay, which the molecule which are in a gaseous phase having a pressure, that is a pressure of a molecule is equal to Pa. So instead of this equation you can again write the equation rate is equal to K into pressure of A square divided by K dash plus Pa. This is also called as Lindemann mechanism for unimolecular gaseous reaction. Why we write? Because we can't consider concentration for gaseous system. Okay, instead of concentration you have to consider the pressure for the gaseous system, right? Therefore instead of this gas system I can write the pressure term here. Okay, therefore your equation become rate is equal to K into Pa square upon K dash plus Pa. This is also a Lindemann mechanism in the format of pressure instead of concentration. Now applying the conditions for this mechanism or applying conditions for this equation. Which are the conditions? As I already told to you, the reaction is in gaseous phase, the reactant are taken, reactant A is taken in a container, right? If it is in a gaseous phase, reactant taken in a container, there are two conditions are appear for the pressure. One is very high pressure of P, very high pressure of A, right? And very low pressure, or you can simply think low pressure of A, right? These are the two conditions, right? So condition first, what is the condition first? High pressure, okay, of reactant molecule A. If reactant molecule has a high pressure, that means Pa is a far greater than that of K dash. Therefore, K dash plus Pa can simply written as Pa. Okay. Therefore, in above equation, the denominator term become rate is equal to K into Pa square. K dash plus Pa approximately equal to Pa. Therefore, this equation become denominator become Pa. Pa goes on cancelling. Therefore, rate is equal to K into Pa. Okay, or you can say that K into A. Okay, therefore, rate is directly proportional to pressure of A. This is the first order kinetics. Okay, this equation follow the first order kinetics. That means at condition first, very high pressure of A, the unimolecular Lindemann mechanism follows the first order kinetics. Okay, this question will be asked in the examinations, in competitive examination. If you consider now the second case, in the second case, suppose there is a low pressure. Okay, there is a low pressure, that means condition second. In the condition second, low pressure. Okay, now Pa is far less than that of K dash. Therefore, Pa plus K dash approximately equal to K dash. Therefore, equation become rate is equal to K into Pa square. Instead of this K dash plus Pa, now you have to write the K dash only. Okay, here K and K dash are taking constant. Therefore, rate is equal to K double dash into Pa square. Now, rate is directly proportional to Pa square. Okay, rate is directly proportional to Pa square. That means if we consider, we think about the low pressure, then this reaction mechanism follow the second order kinetics. Okay, therefore, because of these two opposing conditions or because of these two opposing situations, Lindemann mechanism is not considered or is not universally accepted. Why? Because in the reaction, Lindemann mechanism says that this is the unimolecular gaseous phase reaction. If you consider the first step, A plus A to form A star, this is also bimolecular reaction. Two molecules are involved in the first step, right? Again, A star plus A converted into A plus A. This is the deactivation step. In the deactivation step also there are two molecules, right? This is a controversial concept. Therefore, this mechanism is not studied or accepted as it is, right? But this is the important mechanism in our point of view for examination as well as competitive examination point of view, right? If conditions are provided to you, you can say that if at high pressure condition is a given, then mechanism follow the first order kinetics, while at a low pressure condition mechanism follow the second order kinetics, right? Again, another format of Lindemann mechanism equation, right? Lindemann equation for the unimolecular gaseous reaction is rate of formation of product is equal to Pa square 1 plus Pa. Okay, this is also a Lindemann mechanism, Lindemann equation for unimolecular gaseous reaction, right? Okay, I hope you can understand the theoretical part. Okay, derivation are important. Okay, derivation व्यवस्थित करा, स्वतःचा notes बनवा. Okay, if you have any difficulty or any problem regarding this unimolecular reactions, right, ask me, text me or message me or call me, right? So good day all of you, take care yourself, thank you.